I'll be on camera soon. I'm just
Welcome everybody. We are now live on Facebook and the YouTube. And if you are in the Nerdly community, you have a magic link where you can join us on Zoom. And just so that the Zoom audience knows, we're not streaming from Zoom, nor can anyone who is watching this live actually even see you. So you are welcome to be on camera and actually hang out because you are in a private fancy pants community. And right now, all the internet will ever be able to see is my screen and my face. Because I figured out and I tested it out to make sure it would do the thing. So, in your accounts, right, you come over here. So just so everyone knows, just in case I did not already clarify and you don't see it, get it from the caption and the description. We are going to be building out our communities in high level, or if you are awesome, like our clients in the Nerdly community, inside Nerdly. And because our clients get extra cool stuff, there's a fancy widget we're going to be able to show you guys how to build into your community so folks can quickly and easily book a call, buy things, and have access to key resources. So, if you don't have Nerdly, you should go sign up at nerdly.io. And in the meantime, now let's dig in. So, first, we are going to come over here and we're going to make sure that our client portal is set up, right? If you are a Nerdly client and you did VIP setup, this should already be done for you. If you need to set it up yourself, what I recommend is putting in some sort of branded name here, albeit that won't really matter. But I'm a nerd and I want to make sure even the little bits that no one sees is branded. Here, you're going to need to put in your custom domain. So what we recommend here is putting in portal.yourdomain.com. Reason being is this is what they're going to log into, whether it is they're trying to access their courses, your community, affiliate content, their affiliate portal, affiliate earnings, or even just their client payments, right? So this is literally their client portal, right? And we've tried, it used to be where memberships were, and still memberships it's in a different place, and yet it's here. It's very nuanced and just, hold on. So you should be able, if you do not have this built out, you should be able to just put it in here and then click update domain. And if you are logged into your DNS provider, it will just go in bippity boppity boo, put in your DNS records that you need. All right. So, and just as a quick side, because I've already gotten multiple questions about this, yes, you can have your own branded app, right? That does have a hard cost on it. However, it is pretty rad if you're trying to provide a elevated client experience. If you do not go with a branded app, then your clients will download an app called Collab, Kollab, by Lead Connector. That is the Gray Label app that they will be downloading. So you just got to decide which route you want to go. While you guys get started, it's, that's your own decision. Kate says, I can't launch our branded app until I've built out our community. So here we are today, building out our community so I can spend money and make a pretty app. So, but that is the biggest thing here. If you guys have questions about the branded app, I'm happy to give you the guides on that. Just let us know. We'll be able to get that info to you. This is also your dashboard for your client portal, right? So you can see your users invited, the magic link. Again, this could be built into a custom menu, like we have here for our Tech Training Vault. Or you can go for a single contact, right? So like if someone forgets their password, instead of having to reset the password 1,000 times over, let's say, oh great, I'm just going to send you a link. And this way that link will just click and it'll open right to it. Really provides a nice user experience, because I can't tell you how many times I've been doing tech for coaches and we get 1,000 messages about passwords being wrong or something like that. So this is really cool that we have this option. All right. So now we've gone over the basics of the back end, like nerd setup pieces. So now we're going to come over to, gosh, and it keeps changing. All right. So memberships. So here's where we're going to get interesting. So I did a whole walkthrough on this. If you guys are a Nerdly, hopefully you guys already know this, but your products, because this is the stuff that can go into your community, right? Your products go into an offer, and then your offers are what people will be able to see. Now, one thing that I want to make sure everyone knows, because this is something not everyone has had the pleasure of this offhand conversation with me. You should have a lead magnet lead magnet offer that you attach to every single offer. Like if you create a new program, right? The reason being is because you can create in-app upsells so that they can see all your other courses. And it's a lot easier to make sure that all your other offers are added as upsells to one versus having to go into each course and each offer and make sure all the other offers are listed as upsells. Does that make sense to everybody?
If you do that, sometimes those courses will appear twice as well because they're attached to two separate upsell offers, and then it gets really confusing and messy inside your portal.
So
yes, I've had problems with that.
So we default, our Chrome Hacks is my default giveaway, right? This is literally, you join my Facebook group. Here is my thing, right? This is my free resource. So in here, right, you go into upsells and I list every offer we have, right? So this way, if you get access to our Chrome Hacks, then you get access to see all these other offers right in the course section.
Holly, what about 4 pillars like Jenna teaches? So I have 4 lead magnets. Should I do it that way or not?
I would pick one that you're just going to give to everybody. Like,
no matter what.
Yeah.
And okay.
And just attach that.
I'm saying with pillars,
I do.
Okay.
Like, and it could literally be, welcome to Cherie's universe. I'm Cherie. This is who I'm about. Like, it could literally be a mini course, which is just like your welcome post.
And I love it. Okay,
right. So my end goal was to be like, welcome to the Nerdly world, and here, meet Colleen, meet Kate and our team. So this way, then everything would stack from there. So you don't have to worry about like how many different offers you have, where are the upsells, because again, duplicates make it kind of messy. All right, I know we're kind of long way around to where we're going. However, I promise there's a reason, because we're going to be setting up our communities here, right? So inside your communities, we already went there. So either your groups. So, and here's the thing I want to make sure everyone understands. You see 3 groups here. Have one group. Have one group. You want one group. Trust me, you want one group. Because this way, if you have multiple groups, and let me show you so you can see from the user experience why one group is the way you want to go. So you can have one group. So I'm in the high level certifications community, right? And then there's the high level certifications, which is people who are not certified yet. And then I'm in this group where this is where after you pass the certification, right? So it's separating out your audience in ways that's not going to really create that unified experience when you could have private channels, right? So you can have one group and you can have literally a channel that's everybody. And then you could start having private channels for different levels of your programming. You could have multiple groups. Yes. And don't get me wrong, there is going to be a time and a place for it. I had one client who built out 5 groups because she has 5 programs, but it's ultimately one community with just 5 tiers of like her ascension plan. McKenna, you got a question?
Yeah, so it kind of sounds a little bit like Slack.
Yes, very much. Exactly. If you guys know Slack, think of this as a very fancy Slack workspace.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, no, we're 100% going to cancel Slack soon.
But better.
Mm-hmm. Well, because like you got a leaderboard, right? you get engaged, you get points for engaging in the community, and you can actually set up different you can set up awards, whether it's a free one-on-one, an extra training, or a discount, right? We can have an events calendar inside here. You can have your members, and what's really cool, do they have it yet? Yeah, live. You can actually chat in the community with other members. You come here and you can see the actual courses that are available to you. And if there's a course that has a cost, you can buy it right in the app. So let me go here. Let's see if I'm actually a member of these things. I'm in so many different things, right? So I can see, oh, this is a free training. I can just click here and unlock it. Enroll for $0. Yeah, I like that. Sounds great. Oh, I'm previewing an admin mode, but whatever. All right, so back to the point where we're actually building this out. All right. So I'm going to create a new group just so that I can make sure I'm walking you guys through from A to Z. So the group name, we will call this group build, right? Or call it live build. Live build. Yeah, that's fun. All right. And then, so this is going to be the URL for easy sharing, right? So you can make that whatever you want. Just know that that's going to be part of the URL. So make it something that's easy, like portal.nerdly.io/ whatever you want it to be, right? Like / community would be my de facto kind of situation, right? And then you want to enter your description. Here is a description of our awesome community. And make sure you spell things right. That is also helpful. All right. So here, you're going to make some images, y'all. We are actually about to roll out VA services at $15 an hour, where you will have access to a pod that are all GHL Academy Level 3 certified, even the graphics folks who will provide full vector graphics so you can take them to go print, which also, fun fact, coming soon to a Nerdly account near you, you will have done for you swag stores available where you just send us your branding and your logos, and we will provide you with a ready to go swag store that you guys can be awesome with. So lots of Nerdly swag coming your way. But I'm not going to dive into the graphics. It's all pretty explanatory. Just make sure you get it in the right ratios. So we're going to then create group. All right. Am I sharing the right screen? Is it sharing? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. So now in here, we can start making different, and we can decide what kind of channels we want to have. Apparently, I have to join the group. Okay. Look, I got confetti because I joined the group. That's exciting. So then in here, you can start building out the channels. Why is it not seeing me as like the super admin again? Oh yeah, you also have dark mode, which is nice. And for those of you who have actually installed your Nerdly widget, not the native high level widget, but the Nerdly widget, this will actually carry over throughout your communities, which is pretty rad. I love this. And so the reason to use this widget, folks, I got a couple DM questions about this. This is an additional tool we added in, is so that you can have easy access to things like if you're taking tickets from clients, you want your clients to be able to book a one-on-one, have a link to the Zoom, leave a review. If you want to build out a bot, which if you guys did not know, you can build your own bot natively right here within Nerdly. You have your own conversational bot. Or links to any other resources, right? Like your Facebook group or anything else. So why is this? Okay, so now we've gotten this far. I'm going to switch over to my actual group because I'm actually the admin over there. All right, so let me log in here. Okay, cool. Why? Is it not seeing me as admin again? Problem with being the agency admin is, you flip around different users and why is this seriously not seeing me as admin again?
I've had problems with that when I've been working with setting up my community.
Yeah, well, that's because you're like me, Sheree. You're in like 8 different accounts.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the profile I'm on right now is can I not edit that? Okay, so XMB40. How super no. Okay, so let me go back here. No, let me try this one.
I'm looking on my end too.
This is really frustrating. I love doing live builds because obviously everything's going to go perfectly.
A suggestion I have recently done is I made a new Gmail account with my middle name, and that's the one I've been testing in Nerdly, so that I know, and I don't do anything with my other account. It's either admin, which is me, or my fake middle name one. Just a thought, so you can see who you are.
Well, what's interesting is that like it's literally calling it nerdly.io, which makes no sense why it's.
Well, sometimes tech doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. Let me try this. Come over here, see if this will fix the thing. Yeah. All right, hold on. I'm going to get password reset link. Maybe let's try that. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have done that magic link thing.
Well, what's nice about communities too is that you don't actually have to have a password. You can log in via Google. So they try to make it really easy to get in here because that whole password piece of it can be such a barrier to getting people access.
That's true.
Or log in with secure code, which
I was on with Elizabeth, and the magic link for the emailing out was not working, and she submitted a ticket to Go High Level when you were at the convention.
Awesome. Okay, so now we are here. I am still not seeing what I should be seeing. That is super frustrating. All right. That is you know what? Let me go make this one active again. But why? It's still not giving me the option. All right.
So go back out to inside Nerdly where you had that little drop down. You could see your different things.
Which one?
Right next to login. Right, and I don't know if it matters if you click. Click on the one that says owner, and see if that does what you need it to do.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
It's a little fickle still.
Whew.
There we go.
I
Here
mean,
in the profile it says owner.
it
next to because
does
we're
not.
maybe like 5 times.
Yeah, does not help that I definitely exist in my account like a bajillion times. So note to self, when you guys are testing, don't test with yourself. Use test emails because you can make things not great. Okay, cool. So now that we're actually able to edit things, we can come over here to the settings. So actually I can delete that and just make it community. Yeah, why not? So you can actually name your group name. You can adjust the URL, the community for active Nerdly members, whether this is public, private, or inaccessible from the switcher. So the reason why this is a thing is we're talking about the Gray Label mobile app, right? Or actually, this group would be available from the switcher if they're in your thing. So yeah, this only matters if you have multiple groups. Then we have a subscription. So you can decide if this is going to have a cost or if it's going to be a free subscription, right? So this is a really big deal because you can actually, I'm not sharing the right tab. There we go. Because really having access to your community, that's a value, right? This is one of the reasons why we're moving off of Slack, because this is a little bit more manageable for clients who want to have more access to me, Kate, and our team, right? Right now, we've been pushing everyone to the Facebook group because or if we're doing a private build, you get a Slack channel. But we're really going to be moving everything here because we know some people, even if we're not doing a build for you, want to have access. Right? It's access to that timely, that quick response, resources, support, all sorts of things. Right? And especially since if you're a coach, this is a big deal, right? Having that elevated access is a huge thing that whether or not you've thought about it, it's a thing, right? Whether it's recurring or one time, you can do all sorts of different things in here, right? Then you come in here, you can upload your favicon. Your favicon, for those who don't know, is this little guy up in your Chrome tab, right? This is really important because if they bookmark it, you want them to be able to find it, right? There's all about your brand, right? So then we have your cover image. So that is our Nerdly community image there. And then our logo is our little guy there. Then you want to come down to advanced. You can do some custom JavaScript, cascade style sheets, tracking code, header code, and footer code. Right? This is Nerd Plus stuff. We're not going to really dig into that because of reasons. Now there is footer code that we can put in. That's where you're actually going to be putting your Nerdly widgets, which we'll get to at the end of this because I want to make sure we get the basics done before we get into fancy stuff. Then you come in here to your themes, right? Ooh, I like that. This is new. Okay, so we're gonna make it as your dreams. So you can pick out your community theme or a custom theme. Ooh. DAB, right? Oh God, that's so blue. Oh, that is so blue. Okay, that's a little much. That was a little much. Let's undo. Go back here. Okay. Whoo boy. So this is actually really important. As you guys can see, like such a visceral reaction to the colors, right? So think about this. People are going to be seeing this on their phone, right? They could be accessing this, whether they go on the desktop to your client portal, or they're going to be accessing it from their mobile app. Who feels good and excited when they open an app and it's just like a bright white light bashing them in the face, right? Okay.
It will be like dark mode, and it is because of not that.
Yes, 100%. So even though like our branding is a little bit lighter, this is, you know what, I'm good with this. Because what if someone's looking at nighttime, right? You got to think about this is one of the things that we didn't really do good about explaining what we do. It's about curating the client experience, right? And that comes down to your branding, your messaging, the automations, the way the automations interact and work with them. It is all about curating that experience. How do you want your clients to feel when they're interacting with you and your tech? Because that is a direct reflection on like your intention behind that sets you and them up for success or doesn't, right? So make sure that you're being mindful and intentional. Like you can come in here, you can get whole nother next level, right? I will put your coral in as the error code though, so you can have your coral Kate. We'll get to that. This is different thing, Shuri. Don't get ahead of us now, you nerd. So you can enable membership questions, right? You text box, single select, and multiple select, right?
I love that.
What is this? Does this feel like a Facebook group with an elevated experience? Maybe.
Questions from a Facebook group. Can you extract data and stuff from these?
You mean
Like,
does it permanently live on their profiles in the community?
Yes.
Yes, it does. So super stoked about that. Because again, this could be your lead magnet, right? You can sell access to your community, right? Whether it's a lead magnet to get them to come in and they get access to one channel, or they pay X amount of money to get access to, are we limited to good? I don't know. Let's see.
Question is, are we limited to 3 questions? Just like
Yes, we are. What? I don't know what this could be similar to. So again, seriously, I know people who literally use their community on School and Circle as their lead magnet, getting access to you. Like that's it. That is it. And whether it's a free or paid, that could absolutely be your lead magnet. So here's where we get into gamification, right? So you can name your levels, right? So whatever you're doing, like if you're talking, like say your industry is, I know McKenna does hydration, right? You can make each level like water names. Or I know Heidi does, she works on love, right? You could talk about different levels of love. Jennifer, I know you work with health, right? So you could like create avatars, right? Of like the levels that they could achieve, or just leave it as level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? This is all new. I mean, some of this is new. Some of this has been here and I just haven't told anyone about it because it wasn't at a level I was willing to tell you about it, because it was, if you guys are not familiar with the term skateboard mode, that is how features get rolled out. They come out in skateboard mode. And this was in such a skateboard mode that it was missing a lot of the key bits and pieces that I felt was necessary for you guys to use. So then you can add in rewards, and it's literally you write it in what you want the reward to be. So 10% off of a purchase. It could be you get access to a bonus training, right? How many of you have trainings that people that just coming out the wazoo, right? Have made different trainings and different modules that you're not actually utilizing that you could then put in as rewards, right? You know, like are you emailing effectively? Do you know, like one of the things I've been dying to put out is email engagement, because a lot of people, and same with text messaging, a lot of people don't realize there's the rules of the road when it comes to email and text. And I want to make sure that they get guidance on it. And this way it incentivizes you to engage. You can also put in links. So you can create promotional links. So whether it's like to your Facebook group, to the website, to whatever you want to have in here, right? And then reported content, again, you can have members can report content to you so that you know, hey, this is something that they didn't like. And then in discovery, you can make this discoverable. Oh, so they are doing it like this. Okay, I was told it was very different. Interesting. Okay, so they are doing it this way so that this can be visible by. So High Level partnered with Mastermind, the Mastermind peoples. And so Go Collab is basically, yeah, that's amazing. So Go Collab is, think of it as how everyone can find you, right? So this is like your public facing. So that's cool. I'm not going to turn that on just yet because I feel a little bit embarrassed that our stuff is not fully set up. Okay, so you can have private channels and you can have public channels, right? So right now, this is a public channel. So you can have your home, which is allowing them to get access to the discussion, the learning, members, events, the leaderboard, and about, right? And you can decide what you want things to be in here, right? So even if you come over here to courses, which again, this is exactly why I said you want to make sure that Chrome Hacks, right? Now from there, you'll be able to see the upsells, in-app upsells available, whether they're free or paid, right? So because I have Chrome Hacks, I see Funnel Mastery. And I have the option to come in and buy this program right here from within the app, right? So it gives you a preview of it. You see the course curriculum, right? So you're going to be able to see the outline of it. You're going to see who's teaching it, basic stuff like this, and then you can decide whether or not you want to buy it or not, right? So that's a big deal because now this is going to be visible from so many people. Is everyone following me? How are you guys doing? Any questions so far?
Kate or Colleen, that's all through Discovery. If you have Discovery turned on.
Discovery is what makes it publicly available. Otherwise, it is available as your private client.
Okay, so public people can come in and see it. If Discovery was turned on, public people could see that they could purchase it if they wanted to.
Correct. If they had access to, if it was listed as an upsell.
Okay, that's amazing.
So that is, and that's all in your backend automations, and that's why I say like you want to make sure whatever you should have a default lead magnet. Oh, did I build these? Did Kate just do these? I did those.
No, I didn't do that.
I definitely did those, but they weren't showing before. Okay. So these are some of the channels that I had started building out, was having a general client community as a private channel, new features in Nerd Plus, right? And then you could literally have a channel here, call this the Nerd Herd, right? And then Nerdlace internal team channel, right? And then you can come over here, create an emoji, and make that. And then we're going to make it a private channel, so we'll toggle that on. And then you create that channel. Now, in your automations, let's go over here. Right? This is what's pretty cool. So you could say global product. Okay. Order. Submitted. And don't you worry about all those other things you guys are seeing here that hopefully you are not seeing in your account. If you are seeing new workflow triggers that you're like, where's this? What is this coming from? Please be mindful that we are trying to vet the best ones for y'all to get. There are plenty of apps in the app marketplace that are not actually functioning, right? So we'll have more on that. We're trying to make some strategic partnership decisions on that. Great. So we're going to call this do we have? Nerdly Standard subscription plan, right? So anytime someone orders a Nerdly Standard subscription plan, now we can come down here to communities. Where is it? Courses, communities. Okay, grant group access, and as well as you can revoke group access, grant private channel access, revoke private channel access, and grant community group leaderboard points. That's right. You can assign additional points because they bought stuff, because they finished their course program, right? You can give them points for progressing in your course. Who likes that dopamine cycle of, ooh, the teacher gave me a gold star. I get my sticker, right? That is what is going to get people to cross that finish line. It is gamifying it, giving them that reward of, oh my gosh, I get you, giving them that dopamine. Heck, just like, I don't know if you guys have turned on your AI reviews, but having an immediate response to someone leaving a testimonial on your Google or Facebook page, like that will make them feel so good about life. And you don't even have to think about it. So, right. So we can grant group access. So we're going to give them access to the Nerdly community, right? Grant group access, Nerdly community, and then private channel, Nerdly community, private channel is client community. Then we're going to clone this. And then we're going to give them access to the new features. Right? So, new Nerdly subscription, grant group and client channel access. So now moving forward, anyone who buys it will get access to those channels. You know what we can also do with this, right? We can now come over into, let's see. Let's go back over to workflows. Kate, what do we have? We have a smart list, right? CRM account holders. Yes. Okay, so we're going to come here. We're going to select all 120 people. We're going to add them to an automation. Okay, proceed. And new Nerdly subscription. Add all current clients to community. Add automation. Go team, go. So that's fun. That just happened in real time, folks. Real time. We don't mess around here. When I said we're going to do a thing, we're doing a thing, right? Yes, Caitlin, you should be building it right alongside us. That's why we opened the Zoom channel and we were doing this in the long content format so that you guys would be building it alongside me. And that's why I went through building out the blank one so that you guys can see it from the beginning bits and pieces.
I got the email.
Woo! Bye! That's so exciting. So everyone should have access to, so you see public channels. As a client, you will have access to the client community, right? So we can also add a channel, make this a public channel. What would we call it? What should we call it? Just Nerdly community? Like Nerdly, like making tech simple?
Fans.
What?
Nerdly fans, is that what you said?
It is. We're all Nerdly fans.
Well, like I'm thinking like the people who aren't client set. What do you think?
I kind of like to connect with all your fellow nerds. Like how long or weird can it get?
Nerdly.
I was thinking Nerdly wannabe.
I feel like that's got a little bit of a negative.
Yeah.
I know.
You're not one of the cool kids yet.
Okay. For now, making tech awesome. Yeah,
Go. Yeah.
I like it. Welcome to our free channel to learn how to make tech awesome. Yeah, because we've definitely realized that our making tech simple is not really the thing. It's we are Nerdly. We're your business nerds. Whether you want to learn it or you just want it done for you, we're the business nerds who are going to make sure your tech is awesome. All right. Let's see. We could make this. What icon do we want? What icons do we have over here?
I think it should be like the smiley face with glasses, so we could totally nerd out.
Yeah. Okay, let's
Okay. That is our icon of choice usually.
that's our client community.
I know. Not good.
What about learning?
We don't have very many good ones.
No, we need some better emojis. I wish I could use like on Slack, I can upload emojis, and I literally have the Nerdly icon as emoji. See, this is where I get stuck for like forever. I will get stuck in the weeds on the like what seems insignificant.
What about an apple icon for learning? Like you gifted each other apple. Now, like Kate, did you ever get an apple?
Yeah,
Probably
you know what? It's party icon.
Oh, party.
Making tech awesome. There we go.
I love that you can reorder them.
Oh, that's delightful. That's delightful. Okay. So then we should have. Why is this? I'll have to look at this again. Why is it the course not here? Oh, Chrome hacks. So am I selecting the course or the offer?
I think here you can just put specific courses in here because you can offer things like if you go up to the 9 dots, it'll transfer you over to the e-learning portal, right? So you can go and see what courses you have there, and these I believe are actually the offers. Or you can say because you're in this community, you get special access to this one thing. So they can still see all the NF upsells, but I think they have to transition over here to this piece of it to see it.
And what's really cool, you can also build out affiliate content. So we are going to be moving our affiliate program over here. So just bear with us. This is where it's all going to be housed because it's going to make life a lot easier for everybody all together. And you're not paying anyone like First Promoter a stupid amount of money. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab again. Moving this over. And I'm just sharing out my clients right now. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Let me go put like freaking privacy mode on, like what I should have done in the first place. Cool. Now, if we do go back, no one's going to see things. That's not embarrassing at all. Okay. So
What I was going to encourage you to do next when you're done with this is we haven't connected our community to Social Planner yet, so we should do that too.
ooh, yeah, let's do it. All right, we're doing it.
Yeah. All right. So in marketing, we go to Social Planner because I was just like figuring it out. Go up to the settings.
Oh yeah, I'm already there. I know what to do. Connect to social, and then we're gonna connect our community, and then we're gonna do Nerdly community. Oh, now we can schedule content. Oh yeah, boy. That's right, folks. Scheduling content. Unlike Facebook groups where you can't schedule content, you can actually schedule content here. Oh, this is being a jerk. Says I got to reconnect everything. That's annoying. But yes. Yeah, I know, right, Jennifer? Right?
I'm not cleaning for a week.
Oh, this isn't even. You should. You haven't even seen the half of what's new, girl. This is why when people are like, "Oh, you're gonna do a review of everything," I'm like, I'm gonna change to my live format, and I'm gonna walk you through A to Z on one piece at a time, because it gonna be real easy for you to get wildly overwhelmed and be like, "What am I doing? Wait, what? Oh dear." Let's cancel that because that's not the login I needed. Reconnect that. Reconnect with Colleen at Nerdly. Yeah, Nerdly Marketing is continue. All right. And then I need to reconnect this one.
And Colleen, you should tell them every so often, like every 90 days, you have to reconnect because
Yeah. Yeah. So you're going to have to reconnect these every like 90 days or so. It's like this one. My TikTok is good for 4 months. YouTube is 29 days. Like it'll tell you like how often you need to reconnect. You'll also get an email that says, "Hey, you need to reconnect."
This is not a Go High Level thing. This is the other platform.
Correct. This is requirements of the other platforms to make sure that things are actually real and happening. You can also decide where you want to get notifications. So like account expired, right? You can decide where you want them to go, right? Do you want to get a notification before it expires? That would be smart, right? So this way you can go reconnect before it is expired, so you don't run the risk of your social thing getting disconnected. Approval, request for post approval, approved post, rejected post, post failed, all of that. Categories. So what's cool about this is you can create content and put it in a category. So you could say spring ideas. You could do seasonal categories. You could do genre, whether it's nutrition, whether it's meal planning, whether it's fitness, whatever category worked for you, so that you can then start building in a library of content, right? Because this is the biggest thing people are missing, is they think they need to make new content. That's not really the case. Like, yes, that is helpful. And I could even tell you that I see so many content creators that are like, "Hey, look, this is the best thing I made last year. I'm gonna post it like 3 times." You also have the option to create a watermark for your content, which is pretty rad. This way you can make sure people are not able to hijack your junk. So if anyone's feeling a little scared or a little overwhelmed, we will be moving forward. We will have a lot more done for you options, as well as done with you, because we realized that while our thought was, yeah, Caitlin got the email. I love it. So while we have come from the land of making sure we have open offices for you, we've also realized that a lot of you really do need the extra help and strategic, guided. This is what we're doing. So we will be having new offers. We'll have a Black Friday offer for you all. So stay tuned for that, because it will be a beta offer of our new Fancy Pants offer. And if you've been around, you know that when we roll things out in beta, we over deliver and undercharge. So this will be the only time the beta offer will be put out there, because we know we over deliver. We know we will get you. We know what we deliver, and we're really, really excited about that. So Kate, on that note, I mean, we have a community now, so I should be able to have that white label app now, right? Right.
Shut your face. We just dropped Goku money on a new coach. Wait till we make that back.
And the Nerdly AI brand tool will be coming back. I just need to build that custom menu in. And that we will also have a Black Friday offer for that, for folks, so that we can get some folks in on an annual commit for a lower cost, to make sure that we are covering our tuchus. Because if you guys were not on the Friday, there's such a massive difference between between ChatGPT and our AI brand tool, because being able to pull in all aspects of your brand, like what are the values, what is the benefits, like we have completely changed what our messaging is. Like there's so much that we realized we were focused on features of what the software does and not the value of the solution we provide, which is a whole nother world. Oh, look, I got notifications. Okay, so I wonder if I have to give this automation, see if I do this. Okay. If I just if I give Chrome Hacks shared tab, grant access to Chrome Hacks as the offer, right? So this is okay, I'm not crazy. This is offer, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I should have done is actually added that in the automation, because this will give them the offer, which should give them any of the upsells available. So I may have to go back through and remove that course so that you guys aren't getting duplicates. We'll find out in a second. And then we do this. Test Chrome Hacks offer for community. So we're gonna find out if there's gonna be like a duplicate Chrome Hacks in the community or not. This will be a fun game. It's a fun game, folks. I love doing live testing of things because then y'all get to learn. So Jennifer and Cherie, you guys are live now, right?
So I don't think it would show here though. I think it would show over in the 9 dots in the membership because those are the official offers.
I am checking right now, Colleen.
Yeah.
I assume I'm also going to get an email for it first.
You should. You should.
Haven't got it yet, but let me go over to communities and see.
Oh, right, because membership is still it's included and yet it's still separate.
Correct.
Okay, so I see what you're saying, that if they're in this group, I could literally just add any product I felt like.
Correct.
Okay, so interesting.
Get it?
So interesting.
Well, so this way, it's just like one less thing for you to have to manage. If they're in your community, and while they're in your community, they get access to your courses, then you don't have to remember to go back and remove them from your community and revoke the offer and blah, 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 when somebody offboards with you, right? They just lose access to it all.
So I wonder.
You might want them, like, if they purchase certain courses from you, you may say, well, you no longer have access to this one, but you still get access to all the other ones. So it's a way to kind of separate that out and remove them from all the community pieces at the same time.
Okay.
I have not got the email yet. I'm assuming the email means like it's been triggered.
Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing about the welcome emails in the system. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, there's been issues with that.
A welcome email when someone completes the offer checkout. We didn't make you guys check out. We just granted you access.
Okay.
So
before it says you have access, but because I maybe already had access, I only still have one Chrome Hack.
good. That's what we want to make sure is that it's not going to give access.
And obviously the Magic Link is now working in, you know how Kate it was working on that Friday before you went to Go High Level? And then all of a sudden by Monday or Sunday it wasn't, like very quickly. Elizabeth submitted a ticket Tuesday night and it's obviously working now. I think all the code things they were doing. Okay.
Very possibly, right? And they do get that option to get a code. Like Like even from the app when I just logged in, it didn't have the login as Google, but it did say get a code from your email. So people can still get in even if they don't have a password, right? If they're already in your community.
Well, they couldn't even get in. We had to just give them the link and they had to set up a password, everything. We did a workaround.
Okay.
But now I need to go in and edit that email and just do the magic link again. So it was actually you told me to do the tag with it, or the custom value or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I would need to see.
Yeah, the custom value from the system.
Yeah, so we had a great question from the audience. Tell us more about your beta offer. We don't have details on it. However, it will be somewhere in the realm of we're basically going to work with you from A to Z, ensuring your entire client journey from lead magnet to sales to onboarding to nurturing them through the entire course with leaderboard and communities and affiliate from A to Z, and including having our team build it out for you. Then part of the thing that we've learned through working with our clients is we can't just give you a form and say, give us this information. There's a myriad of context that is missed, and there's just a lot of making sure, not just that it gets built, that you know how to execute it on a day-to-day basis. Right? That you understand how to manage it, and it will also have an account manager assigned to you. So you have a dedicated nerd herder who will be checking in with you on a regular basis, see how you're doing, making sure they know what you got going on and what else you need to have going on. Just as a quick side note, because I think this is awesome, you can make smart lists in your workflows now. So you can say, I want to look for any workflows that have to do with purchases, right? So we're going to look here is the trigger type is order form submission, or trigger type is, really should be order submitted, but just for giggles here, I'm pulling in any trigger that is around orders, right? And now I have a smart list. So I can see any workflows that have to do with someone bought something. Every single one of these workflows is triggered by a purchase. So you can do whether it is, and this is, okay, raise your hands. Who gets lost in their workflows? Right? They're like, well, I don't even know what I don't know, right? It's banana towns. It is so hard to manage it. So you can come in here. Who would like to know that what tag is in what workflow?
Oh.
Like, this is the sexiest thing I've seen. Like, y'all know that good tag makes me have feelings. It makes me have feelings. And this is amazing. Kate, I think you're host. Can you make my hand go away?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Lower my hand. Okay. But yeah, there's a ton of new things. So we'll be each week we're gonna be doing lives and actually build through a thing. If you guys are not in our community, you really should be, because we're awesome. Like, let's just be real, we're awesome. And what goes into a good tag? Naming conventions. So we have an offensive amount of tags because we got a lot of input when we first started. So the basic things you want to know is, are they a lead or are they buyer? Does this tag signify lead or buyer, right? So lead, and then Kate, did we land on dash? I think we went with dash because underscore is too easily missed and not all systems work on them. Spaces, again, not all systems are unified. They won't all take spaces. So let's see. A lot of this stuff is janky. Can I like filter by updated on? No.
No.
So like we were using 1023-challenge day 4. Like this is, we were trying to track who was engaging in the challenge each day. Let me see if I go down here 100 page.
We have over 800 tags. That
Yeah.
makes one of
Yeah.
ours.
Well, I mean, remember we used to serve network marketers and doTERRA. At one point, I tried to have both doTERRA and Nerdly in one sub account, and you don't do that. It's a hot mess.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, convert with like so many things that are a mess.
But we couldn't get rid of them because we couldn't find them. We didn't know what they were doing.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
excited.
So like MTS dash, that is tags we were using. This way we knew it was a tag that was coming from the Making Tech Simple group, right? That was data, however, was not necessarily identifying them as a purchase or as a lead. It was like, if you guys have ever done market research by asking a question in your group, that's not necessarily trying to sell them anything. You're just trying to learn more about them. So that is something we're doing there. LM we did for lead magnet. So this way we know who opted into a lead magnet. Yeah, so many random things. Oh, these are awful. Oh my gosh.
Don't dwell on it.
But so that's what the cool thing is. Like, so if you have a list of your tags, right, you can take the time and go through and start filtering out and identifying. So like if I look at tags is root. Great. That tag can be deleted. It's not in an automation. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't tell us anything, right? BAM IG. It's in this automation. It's drafted. I'm deleting it, and I can delete the tag. Let's actually just double check that. Oh, jeez. Okay, so all these can go away. So that's a great way to figure out how to clean. Yes, lead buyer, category, description, date. That is an ideal. That is a very. Thank you for simplifying my very long-winded answer, Caitlin. I appreciate that. Because I will give you a lot more context, and that may be confusing. So yes. And having the date of when it is helpful. Now, actually, you don't need to include the date. Let me tell you why. So what you can do is say, for example, right, we're going to say they do a form submitted, right? So they opted in to, we're going to just pretend, here we go, VIP setup lead magnet, right? VIP setup lead magnet. And I'm going to respell that because even though this is a demo thing, this is actually a real thing that I can then use, which will be helpful. So then we'll have a tag and then VIP lead. Do we not have a lead VIP setup? Oh, it is setup. Haha, lead setup. Yeah, that'll be great. 10 reasons. Oh, no. 10 reasons is the hand raiser. Lead dash setup. Lead magnet. That's what we did. Although we got to really reassess the thing. Now, what you can do, add a note. So every step of an automation, this was something that I learned from another high leveler, and I was like, I'm obsessed. So when you build an automation, literally go add a note at every step. Like a tag is added, a pipeline stage is changed. They purchased a thing, because then you will have a detailed client log of everything that's happened. And that's the only way to be able to track all these bits and pieces throughout that client journey. It sounds really annoying and obnoxious. However, it will pay for itself, like the time you spend. So added tag, what was the tag?
Lead dash setup dash 10 reasons.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's a cool screenshot there, so I can, and then VIP setup lead magnet, right? Whatever. Right now, that's all that matters. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to add a note. So I just copied the URL in the top, right? Added tag lead dash setup dash 10 reasons LM. This is a bad tag formatting. Just don't listen to that one. Via VIP setup lead magnet workflow, and I paste the link. Now you have, when it gets added, you'll even have a date. And just for funsies, right now, you can even just make sure you want to have the entire date. Day, month, year. I'm pretty sure it's going to give you the date anyway. But this way, you'll double have it. And I know this sounds a little like nerd plus. Yeah, it does help for the product specific. Yeah. That does help you filter out and identify, like, if you're doing a launch in 2023, launch in 2024. So yes, that does make sense to add it in that realm, because that is data that you'll need to find at a later point. Right. But so a lot of these things are things that we'll be fine tuning and putting into our program so that ongoing, like, everything has a standard operating procedure. Everything makes sense. Like, you have, and this is across the board, because the reality is every coach is going to need very similar stuff, right? We all need to be able to capture leads. We all need to be able to convert them. We all need to be able to onboard them. We all need to be able to get them to engage into the program they bought into so they can get the results you sold them on. Because in my mind, the sale's not over until they achieve the result. Albeit, unlike Kate, if they don't get it on the first try, they can buy additional support. That's right, folks. You don't have to continue in teaching them if they're not doing the work. So so we're just realizing we've just been doing things on hard mode, and we want to make sure we're doing things that are going to provide you guys the value and the resource. So I guess since I have the community built and we did load everybody in there, I guess I should just go ahead and make that public then. Like, let's do it. Discovery, bring me this. Make this Nerdly community. And actually, I mean, so basically this is really like replicating your Facebook group. It's an elevated Facebook group situation, right? So we'll see what will continue to make sense as the group, having multiple groups versus multiple channels and having private channels. In my mind, having to switch groups really segregates things out. And especially if your thought of having a different group is really for a channel, right? That doesn't really make sense for me. Like, why would you want to have multiple groups? I feel like that separates your community audience, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm curious too, if you're new, just a quick question. Like, if I come into this and I can see the public channels, can I also see the private channels? I just can't access them. That piece I'm not sure.
Who? Let's see. Cherie, Heather, Jennifer.
Okay, what do you need me to check out? I could go check it out.
Can you see Nerd Herd or new features and Nerd Plus?
I don't think so. Let me go check. I was logged in somewhere. Let me go check.
You can't get into Chrome hacks.
Okay, I can see baking tech, and then it like goes off. Affiliates, client Udemy, and new features and.
So you don't
So
see
not-
Nerd
don't
Herd
see
at
the
all.
Nerd Herd.
Like it's not even okay. Cool.
Doesn't even show up.
That- Okay, so what's really cool about this, right? Okay, so who doesn't like paying for text messages and emails for internal notifications? Is that a little bit of an annoyance? Okay, great. So how about a channel for okay, so you guys have not seen like our extensive Slack. Let me share that to you guys so you can see. Let me get out of that announcements. Here we go. Here and then in Zoom, let's share Slack. So we have. Yeah, is this what we're doing? Yeah. Are we moving? Did it move us? Let's make this a little bigger. Screen. Window. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have channels for, can I make this bigger? Okay, cool. The Nerdly community. Any inbound message we get from a client, it comes here, because if we don't have it in here and they're on an automation and we somehow miss that message before the next automated message goes out, that message is marked as read and we'll never know, right? So this will allow you to be able to put anything like that. How about failed payments, right? Or what else? What are some other things we do? Like brain. Kate, help me out here. What am I missing? Use cases for additional channels.
I don't know. My brain is dead too. It's been a long, it's been a long
All right.
hour.
Well, yeah. So I think at this point we've we have more than covered. It has been more than an hour. And I really want to thank everybody for nerding out with us today. And again, if you are not in our client community, you should definitely come check us out. Whether you already have your own high level or not, we have worked with people on every different platform, but you do get access to our community, get access to our platform with access to our community. So with that said, I hope you guys have found this really helpful. If you want more training, more resources, or snapshots, just hit us up. And yeah, I hope that this helps you guys feel confident and comfortable building out your communities in high level, or if you're awesome, inside Nerdly. All right. Later, nerds. Look forward to the next video where we take you through our next project.